In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the most merciful. So, brothers and sisters, let me explain something to you. You feel as though we leave. But you still suffering justice, but you still feel as you was relieved through a good president, and that they ready to open all this back up again. And you guys is ready to send your kids back to school. And I know some parents is not ready to send their children back in school. You ready to go back to school? Some of you guys ready to start schools. But let me tell you guys something. You guys feel as though you guys can still continue your education and do things educationally. And some of you looking to get a few diplomas, degrees, and master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, certificates. But let me ask you something, because I love you, my brothers and sisters. Do that give us justice in America? Do it give us freedom, equality? We can do things with our education, but that don't give us justice in America. We still suffer injustice today. Whether you guys decide on sending your kids to school or not, all this is going to be reopened. You know, clubs is going to be back booming, and you guys is looking forward to go out and party. But I want to tell you guys, because I love you guys, and I'm here to share something with you, because I love you, and I want to see my black brothers and sisters to succeed. But in this time that we are living in, you can't take it for granted. People will be back partying into the times of those days of Noah. People was partying. And see, people wasn't looking forward for the day of the Lord's return. You still living life the way that you've been wanting to live it. Enjoying life to the fullest. See, brothers and sisters, I'm not here to force you on your will, on announcement in the day of decision of that day of the Lord's return. I'm not here to force you on your will, to convert you over. But I'm here only to proclaim a message. Not my will, but through the will of the Spirit of Allah, to give a warning to my people that we are witnessing and we are living in a terrible time, brothers, that you have to decide on what you should do. See, thinking that you have a long time is the same mistakes that the people Noah made. Lot's wife made. She didn't have that decision. When the Lord was telling Lot and his family it's time to go. But people ain't ready to go because you like the excitement of the world that gives. So don't take it for granted, brothers and sisters. They tell you they finna open this up. You ready to get yourself right back fit in this world. But you have, in these times, you have to be cautious of these times. And know the time that we are living in. Because we living in the shadow of death all day long, my brothers and sisters. And this because you feel that you have a little relief in things. And that we ready, my brothers and sisters, to get back in this world and do things educationally. Because education only can civilize us to some degree. But before I go, my brothers and sisters, this doesn't give the black man and woman civilization. So I want to say, I think we should make the right decision these times. That we must make up our minds of what God we going to serve. Are we going to serve the God that gives us freedom, justice, and equity? Or are we going to serve the same old God that the slave masters and the children's then captured you into false religions and that you believe in today? Michelangelo, you guys believe in the image of what he says that you're looking for a return of the Messiah. Many of you looking at he's coming with blue eyes and wool hair and all that. Now you looking for a Messiah. So you looking for the return of the Messiah, but you don't know how he's going to come because of what they didn't give you and what they didn't teach you. You know, some of us is going to be looking on the cloud of heaven for this returning of the Son of Man. See, brothers, you didn't been taught the slave teachings. So when you look for Christ's return, brothers, what you expecting to see Christ in when you're looking for his return? You waiting on Christ. So let me tell you something. Somebody, good friend of yours, you can see that you ain't seen in years. And he's ready to meet you in a union. So you want to call your friends and ask him when he's finna come in. Because you ain't seen him in a long time. So I'm saying to you, the day of Christ's return, where are you expecting to see Christ in? On that day of return. Because you've been badly taught a false religion on the day of Christ's return. So you got to be aware of these false teachings and Christ and Messiahs. Because he's not coming down with blue eyes and wool hair. That's something that they painted an image. But when you Christ-like, when you see the day of Christ, you should know how he's going to come. So don't let the devil deceive you. Because some he ain't already deceived. But you need, brothers and sisters, you need to test the spirit. The many false teachers ain't from God if they giving you false image of Christ's return. So, brothers, make a decision what God you're going to serve. And may God be with my people.